चर्चा क्रियते तस्य यमेन न चर्चा भज गोविन्दम् भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणं पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणं पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनं पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम् इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे भज गोविन्दम् भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डिक्रिंकरणे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते.
Thank you, Mata. Thank you very much. Swami, hope you are able to see the shared screen.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know whether it is the right time to tell or not. I'm so younger than all you people. Sometimes I feel myself guilty that I'm teaching to all the experienced people in their lives. Like people are in different professions who mastered, who retired, they saw everything. To them I'm teaching, at least not even like experienced any. That sometimes it tells like some things we learn with lot of price. I completed my entire education within 30 to 40,000 rupees. But here one master's needs some 20 lakh to 30 lakh for a student. Some things we learn with a lot of price of time. Some people will learn with some experiences, some bad experiences, some good experiences. So listening to all these shlokas of Bhajagovindam and all, some like we need a lot of things to learn still. I'm very happy to have a good class with you all people. Thank you very much for giving such an opportunity to at least share something. I don't feel like I'm teaching you. I'm happy to share with you something what I have. I'm just sharing it with you. So the next shloka belongs to Subodha, one of our students of Shankaracharya. Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam. Repeat after me. Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Vrata Paripalanam. Vrata Paripalanam. Athava Danam. Jnana Vihinaha. Sarvamatena. Muktim na bhajati. Janmashatena. I found many people going to pilgrimages and telling that, Swami, I went to Hardwar, I went to Kashi, I went to that place, I went to Tirupati. Good, so what? Yeah, that's a good thing, not told by elders, so I got. What you did there? These things are not good at there, Swami. So like Ganga is not pure, it is not good, and people are bad at the Kashi and they are just stealing and robbing money and all. They explain everything about, but they don't explain about Vishwanatha, Paramashiva. So what we should look at is different than what you are seeing. So if you have the knowledge, jnana, you can see everything. If you don't have that jnana, you can see everything, but you can't understand anything. You can't have a pre-seeing, like perception. Jnana vihinaha, a person who don't have knowledge. Jnana vihinaha sarva matena, not by one person, but everybody in every religion, he was avoided. He was just kept aside. Why? But that jnana, as that jnana vihina, muktim na bhajati. He don't get liberation. You have jnana, you will get liberation. If you don't have that jnana, you don't get liberation. When? Not even in one janma. Even it is shata janma. Even 100 lives, he can't. No, Swami, I did something great, so I will get liberation. What you did? Ganga Gamanam, I went to Ganga. Sagara Gamanam, I went to Sagaram. Like going to ocean is a vratam. Do you know that? Samudra Gamanam is a vratam. People don't know generally. You should go to Samudra, you should stand up to the knees and you should do some sankalpa. And just take some water and leave it to the Surya. That is a vrata. If you go to river, Nadi Gamanam also a vratam. That's why we don't used to have bathrooms at houses in ancient times. I think you all know in villages and all. Villages used to be constructed near the rivers. Every person should go to river in the morning, should take bath, should do Sandhya Vandanam there and just should come back. Everyone should go to river water. Nadi Snanam Uttamam. Nadi Snanam Uttamam. But nowadays we are not doing Nadi Snanam. We are bringing the water from the Nadi and doing it home. So due to development of technology. So Ganga Gamanam, Sagara Gamanam, etc. I did. So I'll get liberation. So people won't get liberated, or they don't get salvation or mukti by going to a river Ganga or Sagaram. Vrata Paripalanam. No, Swami, I did Satchinarayana Vratam. No, I did that Vratam, I did this Vratam. That Vratas will not give you liberation, will not give you mukti. Athava Danam. Or if you do some donation. Swami, I just gave food to 100 people, you know. I used to give fees, proper fees to my teacher, you know. And I used to donate cloth on every birthday, you know. So all these dhanams, all these donations, charities you are telling to someone that won't give you liberation. That is a just common thing you should do. All the things you should do as you are earning it, you should do dhanam. As you are a householder, it is your basic responsibility to do vratam, vrata paripalanam. Okay. As you are a human being, you should be, it's obvious duty to go to Ganga Gamanam or Sagara Gamanam. So these are all common duties prescribed to every householder. But apart from all these things, you should have jnanam. Why are you doing this? What is the purpose of doing this? And by doing this, what you are achieving? By spending something, what you are gaining? Someone told, like, I went to somewhere, some temple, Swami, there are 15 beggars sitting. I just gave one rupee to everybody. I did a great charity. It's not a great charity, man. You are earning, you are also begging from someone. You are also getting something from someone. You are also a beggar. So giving something to someone is not a great thing. Why are you giving? Is there any great thing in giving? Did you feel any satisfaction in giving to someone? That is jnanam. If you have that jnanam, you will get liberation. If you don't have that jnanam, you won't get liberation. Not in only Hinduism, Swami. This is about sarva matena. Whatever the religion you are, whatever the ideology you follow, everyone hates those people who are jnana vihinaha. They won't get liberation in any religion. Swami, once again, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam.
Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam.
Jnana Vihinaha.
Jnana
Sarvamatena. Muktim na bhajati. Janmashatena. Okay. What is Kurute? Does.
Do it.
Does. Okay. Ganga Sagara Gamanam. What is Gamanam?
Going.
Okay. Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Going to Ganga and sea.
See, very good. Jnana vihinaha sarvamatena.
One without knowledge, according to all religions.
All religions. This is actually rhythmic. Bhajatina muktim janma shatena. They don't get liberation even after
100 years.
100
lives.
lives.
100 lives.
People want instant results. If I do Satyanarayana today, immediately Bhagavan Satyanarayana should come and just take me in golden chariot to the Swarga. It's not. It don't happen if you have if you are lack of knowledge. Even 100 lives after also you don't get mukti. If you want mukti, you should have knowledge of what you are doing. Once again, Swami. Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam.
Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam. Jnana Vihinaha Sarvamatena. Muktim na bhajati janma vasena. I told you now this is better. Bhajati na muktim janma shatena.
Bhajati Namo.
Bhajati na muktim janma shatena. Janma shatena. Very good.
What is the meaning of bhajati here, Acharya? Bhajati?
Bhajati is gets.
Obtain.
Obtains.
Achha, you are not obtain.
Next one. This next stanza is about Vartikakara.
Acharya ji,
Swami.
in the second line, Varta Paripalanam.
Vrata Paripalanam.
Vrata Paripalanam Adhava. Ma and Adhava, should there be a sign there to typically or no? Sometimes they put like a S sign or something.
S sign, where I told you S sign is required only when there is a or O previously.
Okay.
Not everywhere. If there is no dirgha concept, they don't know there is no yes. Vrata paripalanam athava. Vrata paripalanam athava.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next one is about Sureshwara. He wrote another one. He is also, when everyone are telling one shloka, he is also excited and told another one. Yeah. Able to see this screen, Swami? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Sureshwara Acharya. Repeat after me. Sura Mandira. Taru. Tarumula. Nivasaha. Sura Mandira. Tarumula. Tarumula. Nivasaha. Shayya Bhutalam. Ajinam Vasaha. Ajinam Vasaha. Sarva Parigraha. Bhogatyagaha. Sarva Parigraha. Bhogatyagaha. Kasya Sukham. Na Karoti. Viragaha. Kasya Sukham. Na Karoti. Viragaha. Very good, Swami. Super. Sura Mandira. Taru. Tarumula. Nivasaha. Shayya Bhutalam. Ajinam Vasaha. Sarva Parigraha. Bhogatyagaha. Tyagaha. Kasya Sukham.
Tasya Sukham.
Sukham
Nakaroti
Nakaroti
karoti
viragaha.
viraga.
Bhutalam, Ajinam, Bhutalam.
Sura Mandira. What is Sura?
Sura is wine.
That is Sura Dirgam.
Sura is God.
Sura is God. Who is opposite to Sura?
Suramandira
It
is
is not
temple.
Sura, Asura. Very good.
Asura.
Sura Panam. Sura is wine. If it is Dirga, is wine. Okay. Sura is God. Mandiram,
Temple.
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 house of gods. Like marble palace. And what we can say, like beautiful houses. Those are not the places of ascetics. Sannyasas will live in Sura Mandira, in temples, not in other palaces or marble place. They won't stay in great, beautiful looking places. They may stay in small temples, Sura Mandira or Tarumula Nivasa. What is Tarumula?
Under the tree.
Under the tree. Tarumula Nivasaha. Okay.
Taru means?
Taru means tree.
Okay.
They may stay in a temple or under a tree. What is the bed for them? What is Shayya? Shayya is bed.
Bhutalam.
Bhutalam. They'll sleep on the ground. They don't have what we can say comfort beds. Ajinam Vasaha. Ajinam, you know what is Ajinam? You ever heard Ajinam? It's a very beautiful word. We use in Upanayana. Okay, in Upanayanas, before and when people goes to are ready to go to a Gurukula, they'll be maintained they'll be performed a Upanayana program in which Krishna Ajina, like a dark deer skin. A dark deer skin is used for wearing as a cloth. Not nowadays, but in ancient time, people used to wear only deer cloth, the deer skin as cloth. That is called as Ajinam. Even now, people will tie a small skin of deer, they tie it to some Ignopavita and all. That's okay, but that's a tradition. But Ajinam is Krishna Ajinam, deer, dark deer. Dark means like little black. Dark deer skin is called as Krishna Ajinam. Ajinam is skin. Vasa is living. What is the lifestyle of ascetic? He gave in these two lines. Number one, they stay in
Temples.
or
Under
Under the trees.
or they sleep at on the
ground.
on the ground. On the what they wear?
Deer skin.
The skins and the deer skin and all. Okay, and what they does? They do sarva parigraha bhogatyagaha. Whatever they experienced till today, sarva parigraha, whatever they accepted marriage life, they accepted a house, they accepted responsibility, they accepted all the comforts, everything. Bhoga tyagaha. They sacrificed everything. Okay? Kasya sukham na karoti viragaha. Viragaha, having no ragam. Having no ragam is interest. Having no interest will make them happy. Okay? Kasya sukham, to whom will such dispassion not bring happiness. We feel like accepting something is happiness. If we will do Griha Pravesham, we'll call everybody, tell like, see, I bought a good house. You feel like having something is happiness. Actually, it is a difficulty. From today, more responsibility increased. I should construct my house according to the other's interest. Everyone should feel like, it is beautiful. Then only I'll be happy. If someone points out a mistake, I will not be happy. But accepting something gives us happiness is a feel. But in reality, sacrificing gives you happiness. In my MBA, my teacher told me something. Like, Raghuram, please understand something. If you say yes, yes, yes to everybody, you will be a slave. Once if you stand on your own principle, if you can say no to something which you don't like, then you are living. Someone told you to do something which you are not actually interested. You don't like it, which is not good. Can you say no to him? If you can say no to him, if the other person is wrong, yeah, you are living on yourself. So saying no gives you a lot of happiness sometimes, a lot of satisfaction. So accepting something is not happiness. Sacrificing is real happiness. A person who understands that sacrificing something gives us happiness is a great ascetic, a real ascetic. So viragaha, having no interest, living something or sacrificing something gives you a lot of happiness. That's why will be a lot of tension, but not saints, ascetics. They are always happy. Why they are always happy? Sannyasas are always happy. What is the reason for it?
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చారు ఆయన పెరియ వచ్చి భాష్యం చెప్పారు.
Okay. What makes them happy?
ఆయనే
And why are we in stress?
వార్తికారుడు
Because we are interested in responsibilities, satisfying others, and accepting everything. This is mine, that is mine. I need a good cloth, I need a good dressings, I need all the jewelries. So we feel accepting something gives us happiness, but sannyasas, leaving everything behind is happiness for them. That's why they don't stay in houses, they stay in temples. Sura Mandira, Tarumula Nivasaha, even though it is tree which protects you from sun rays, enough. Shayya Bhutalam, for sleep, do you need any comfortable bed? If you are really sleepy, you will sleep everywhere. Ajinam Vasaha, you need a beautiful, great pattu cloth, not required to cover our body. How much is enough is enough. Sarva Parigraha, by accepting everything, Bhoga, comfort, Tyaga, sacrifice. If you do that, if you sacrifice everything, what you accept as happiness, that is real happiness. Who don't experience happiness when you just leave something?
The last stanza, Kasya Sukham na karoti viraga. So the entire meaning is in the last sentence.
Yes. Kasya Sukham. Generally, in all the Sanskrit shlokas, please remember, Swami, all the shlokas, first, second, and third lines will be materialistic. The last line will be a principle, Siddhanta. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. This is all theory. What is the last line? That is called as a Makuta. Like that line is enough. That's why Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. We don't know the last line. So one line is enough to tell the entire essence of the shloka. So Kasya Sukham na karoti viragaha. Sacrificing. To whom it means sacrificing will make everyone happy. Who will not experience happiness by sacrificing? Kasya Sukham na karoti viragaha. Once again, Sura Mandira. Tarumula Nivasaha, Shayya Bhutalam, Ajinam Vasaha, Sarva Parigraha, Bhogatyagaha, Kasya Sukham, Nakaroti, Viragaha. Okay, Swami, any doubts in this? Shall I go to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah. This is about Nityananda Swami. This was told by Nityananda, another student of Shankaracharya. Okay. Look at the last line now. Nandati, Nandati, Nandatyeva. What is meaning? Nandati, what is Nanda?
Nanda is Hari.
Happy.
Happiness. Okay.
Add A.
Ananda.
Ananda. Okay, Ananda. Completely Nanda, happiness. Complete happiness is called as Ananda. He will always be happy, happy, happy only. Who will be happy? Go to the top, first line. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihinaha. Person who is interested in yoga, or va is or. A person who is interested in bhoga, bhoga is enjoying comforts. Sangaratova. What is Sangha?
Companionship.
Anybody, good or bad, he is associated with somebody. Sangha Vihinaha.
Without company.
Without anybody. And he is with the people or without the people. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam. Yasya. What is Yasya?
Whoever.
Whose? Chittam.
Whose mind?
Ramate.
Happy.
Wander. Ramate is wanders. Brahmani. Brahmani. What is Brahmani? Which vibhakti?
Brahma.
Saptami vibhakti. Brahmani, on Brahma. Okay. Whose mind wanders on Brahma, even though he is yogarataha, interested in yoga, or interested in comforts, or interested in the society, or he is interested not in the society, whose mind wanders on Brahma, he'll be nandati, nandati, nandatyeva. He'll be always happy, happy and happy. So a real happiness lies in understanding Brahma. I want to tell you something good, Swami. Every Sunday, 10 to 11, 11:30, our class goes on. I started a class to children also. Like 9 to 9:30. Every Sunday, 9 to 9:30, I'll take classes for children. From America, like 4 or 5 children are joining. From India, like 2 3 families are joining. So one day, I told them about these are the gods and these are the vehicles. These are the gods, like Vishnumurti has Garuda, Shiva has Nandi, Kumara Swami has a pigeon. I just told them. Next week, my intention of conducting the class is people should ask questions, I should answer them. That's it. So one small 10 years old boy asked me a question. Acharya Garu, if all gods has power to fly everywhere, why they need vehicles? It's a beautiful question. I felt like, wow, wonderful. See, I never thought that. How can I answer that question to him? If he can fly everywhere, he got a power just to disappear here and just appear anywhere. Why he need a Garuda or a Nandi or some pigeon or something? Why? It's a real question. Okay, I answered them. That's a different issue. Now, another one. Today morning, he asked a question. Acharya Garu, did really God created every bit and every piece of the universe? A beautiful question, huh? Did he really create every piece of the universe? Question from 9 years old boy. And one more question today I experienced, which made me very, very happy feeling. He asked a question, Swami, Acharya Garu, what's that? What makes us to feel God exists? What makes us to feel that God exists? Yes, God is there. I'm very happy and fortunate to just take classes. That's why I'll be enjoying taking classes, That makes me to think more. That makes me to give answers exactly and according to the minds of those people. After giving an answer, he told, yes, it makes a sense. The boy said, yes, it makes a sense. Great. Thank you for that. Thank God that I'm giving a sensible answers. So a 9 years old kid, I'm very happy. Like, see how beautiful minds are. Very tender minds, which are actually thinking real. Exactly what they should think like. I'm very happy. So those are the questions they asked me. Even if you have any, like, if you get any chances, if you have any chance of something, just let's discuss some questions if you have any in next classes, not today. Okay, Swami, just repeat after me. Yogarato va bhogarato va.
Yogarato va
Bhogarato va.
Sangarato va sangavihinaha.
Sangarato va.
Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. Nandati nandati nandatyeva. Shall I go to next one?
Yeah.
See, blur.
Nandatyeva.
Eva only nandati nandati nandatyeva. He'll be enjoying only. He'll be only enjoying. Next one is Anandagiri Swami. Another person, Anandagiri Swami. He is also excited to tell one shloka, and he started telling. It's a very famous shloka. Bhagavad Gita. Kinchit adhita. Kinchit adhita. Ganga jala. Lava. Kanika pita. Sakradapi. Yena. Murari samarcha. Kriyate. Tasya. Yamena. Na charcha. Charcha means
Discussion.
Yamena.
Yama.
By Yama. Yama Dharmaraja or Mrityu. There will be no discussion with the Yama. There will be no discussion with the Yama. Tasya na kriyate. He will not do. Person will not do discussion with Yama. Please Yama, don't take me. Give me some more time. I want to live here on earth. Please Yama. And I have did lot of punyam. I did lot of tapas. Please don't come to me now. Come after 1 year. I won't discuss with Yama. When you won't discuss, when there will be no discuss to a person, just go to the top. When Bhagavad Gita kinchid adhita. Adhita means adhyayana. Adhita, reading. If you read Bhagavad Gita a little, Bhagavad Gita, Ganga jala lava kanika. Ganga jala lava kanika. One small bit of Ganga jala pita. If you have some Ganga jala, if you drink some Ganga jala, or if you have knowledge of reading of Bhagavad Gita and Sakradapi, again and again, Murari Samarcha. Who is Murari?
Krishna.
Samarcha. If you pray Krishna, if you pray Vishnumurti a little, there are 3 things he told. One is, if you read a little Bhagavad Gita, if you drink a little Ganga, if you do puja to Krishna, tasya, to him, there will be no discussion with Yama. Okay, repeat after me. Bhagavad Gita kinchid adhita. Ganga jala lava kanika pita. Why Bhagavad Gita? Yeah, if you read, you will understand that. If you don't read, we can't explain the greatness of Gita. There are many people, ISKCON people will just distribute Bhagavad Gitas like anything, like Mishri. N number of Bhagavad Gitas they'll donate, but we don't read. Even though they tell the greatness of Bhagavad Gita, we don't experience until we read it. Bhagavad Gita kinchid adhita. Ganga jala lava kanika pita. Small drop, at least if you have a small drop of Ganga, that is good. Why he told that? Once many times I went to Haridwar for seminars and all. But one day when I go to a seminar in Governor Palace, they took us to Haridwar Ashrama. There was a bhajan system, bhajan prayers and all. I was just sitting exactly on the corner of the Ganga. I'm sitting here, Ganga is just flowing up to here. Like I can touch the river water. The sound is so great and very horrifying, very terrible. And you can see the clear stones in the river water, like under the river, you can see a small stones also. Very clear water. I had it. It has a wonderful taste. I went to all the rivers. I just had almost all the river water, but that Haridwar, Rishikesh, that's not Haridwar actually. Rishikesh, I just tasted the water. It's like amazing, great. So how can I explain the purity or sanctity or the taste of Ganga water to you in my class? Until you go have it and experience, you don't understand that exactly. I experienced it, seriously. I know in Rishikesh how a water and purity will be and the greatest in taste. How can you experience that? Only going there. You can't do anything. That's why Himalayas are so great, because you will experience the beauty only if you go there. Even in images also, you can't experience the beauty. That's all artificial. Bhagavad Gita also, if you read, you'll know the value of it. Bhagavad Gita, Kinchidadhita, Ganga Jalalaba Kanika Pita, Sakradapi Yena Murari Samarcha. Samarcha is not only just doing praying of Sri Krishna, doing some perfectly, nicely, well prepared archa, that will not give you a chance to discuss with Yama. That's the greatest thing. Repeat after me. Bhagavad Gita Kinchidadhita,
Bhagavad Gita Kinchidadhita,
Ganga Jalalaba Kanika Pita,
Ganga Jalapatni Pita,
Sakradapi Yena Murari Samarcha,
Kudapi Yena Murari Samarcha,
Kriyate Tasya Yamena Nacharcha.
Kriyate Tasya
Yamena Nacharcha. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Rakshate Dukri Karane. Naran Paji, I think you have more 13 minutes, 12 minutes time, 15?
Acharya ji.
Yes, sir.
I think the intention is that you need not fear about death or what.
Obviously, if you read Bhagavad Gita, you won't fear about death, because the body is just a cloth to the soul.
Okay.
If you die, the soul will take birth again in another form of body. No? Why are you having interest on this body? What makes you to stay longer? Are you same energetic as 20s? Are you same healthy as 30s? Are you having same great childish mind like in teens? What you have to expect this body to live more?
Yes.
What is making you so interesting and what is making you so selfish to have this body more? What is great thing you have? Tell me something. Feel me, I'm like 60s. I'm in 60s. I'm retired. I'm in 60s. Tell me something. What greatness I have to expect to live more? What I can do? Early morning, I'm getting up, having some breakfast, taking some rest. Eating again some food, again taking rest. Or just I can watch movies, I can watch TVs, I can just talk to somebody just for passing time. No one is giving value to me. Means my words are not valuable or not ruling. My son is in charge of my house. He's taken care of. I'm just enjoying my time. Having lunch, again I'm sleeping and taking rest. Taking some snacks at 5, taking some rest. Having dinner and sleeping. What more great thing is there in my body to expect I should live long? Tell me something. What's making me to think like I should be for 150 years? What greatness, what external qualification or what great thing is there in this body to expect long? Just as a common man. Okay, I'm not speaking about the Trump and great like Narendra Modi, etc. Even after 60, they are working for the society. That's different. But just go to a common man's mentality. I'm around 60. I'm retired. What great thing is there in me that I should stay long? My son may accept me as a father. My father should be with me as long as possible. It is his intention. It is his love. My wife may expect me to be with her as long as possible. That is an interest and intention. Tell me about me in my body. What is great thing is there in me to expect that I should be living long and I should stay long as possible to do something. What?
But if you don't do the first three things, you would like to live for long.
See, if you do first three things, you may live long, you may not, but you don't know the reason of living. If you do these three things, you'll come to know the reality of life. You will come to know what is Brahma Jnana and what is the universe, what is the concept. The knowledge will be led to the next life also. Do you know something? Like particularly in Garuda Purana, there are memories in an infant baby, like a baby who is in the womb of a mother. The womb of a mother, a baby will have memories of past life and they'll know the future also. But when they come out of mother's body, as if they are crushed from the mother's body, crushed out, and due to that pain, they forget everything, it seems. Again, they'll be ignorant, they'll cry, they'll just learn something. After death, all the memories will come back. So all the experiences, all the spirituality, all the Brahma Jnana will follow him until he comes out of the body of mother, and until he leaves this body, again, the memories will come back. So what we need to do, by reading Bhagavad Gita, the spirituality or the knowledge of thinking out of the box, nature, etc. will follow you to the next life also, if there are any. So it will make you more scholastic in other life, next life. Okay, if you are able, if you are capable of, or if you are qualified to get mukti or moksha, it's fine. If not, this knowledge will just continue the next life. That's all. So Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita Ganga Jalava Kanika Pita Sakrade Piyena Murari Samarcha Kriyate Tasya Yame na Charcha. He don't discuss with Yama. We'll welcome Yama with happiness. Are you Yama? You are here to take me? Yeah, please come. Thank you very much. I'll hug the Mrityu. I'll hug the Mrityu. I'll never be afraid of. You can't see any fear in my eyes, and you can't see pain in my smile. Happily, you'll accept it, because you know Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jathare Shayanam. Again and again we'll take births again. We know that. If you know the reality, you will accept it. If you know that you are going to pay tax in 1 year, are you feeling bad of it? When you are earning, you know how much tax you pay. Na? When you know how much you pay, you don't feel bad of it. Na? Yeah, in the same way, you know this, what's going next. You'll obviously accept it and you will obviously give it with happiness. That's it. Bhagavad Gita kinchita dhita Ganga Jalalava Kanika Pita Sakradapiye na Murari Samarcha Kriyate Tasya Yame na Nacharcha. All saints and sannyasis are not afraid of death, Swami. You know why? In yoga, there is a concept called, what you can say, Brahmarandhra Niryana. We have a Brahmarandhra here. Saints are self-liberal. By doing yoga, they can open the window here, and Atma will go out of this part. Atma will not come out of any Navarandhras. Eyes or nose. That's why, do you ever see after passing away, people will keep cotton here? They'll keep rice in the mouth, cotton in these two. What is the intention of that? Atma should not come out of these dirty places. All Navarandhras are dirty places. If Atma comes out of it, it may become dirty. That's why they don't want to go out of that. Actually, Atma should come out of this Brahmarandhra. It is very pure place. They can open the window, the Atma will come out. Then you will get mukti. So for that. It is just a process to tell that Atma should not go out of all these 9 holes. So Dashamarandhra, that gives you Niryana. In yoga, it is there. When you can do Samadhi yoga, then this concept will come. So till then it is impure. So making it pure takes a long process and long knowledge. Then, and they don't have any discussions with the Yama, whenever they want, they can just liberate themselves. What is the purpose of Yama then? Yesterday I heard a good story about Yama. Shall I tell that small story, Swami? One day, all the gods are going into Shiva's Mandiram, it seems. Shiva Mandiram. People are going into Shiva Mandiram. Yama also came, Indra came, people are going. Yama came, just parked his buffalo aside and came down, looked at a tree on which a small parrot is there. Small parrot. Looked at it, he smiled and laughed at it. I laughed at it and went inside the temple. Again, some Agni came, Vayu came, then Vishnumurti's Garuda Vahana also came. Garuda Vahana is also, Garuda is a bird, na, Pakshi, na, the same religion, same jati. Then parrot looked at Garuda and requested, hey Garuda, you know something happened. Garuda, what happened? No, previously Yama came and parked his buffalo and went inside, looking at me, giving us a laugh and went inside. I got a fear. I'm afraid that he may come out and just take my life. He said, don't worry. He can't do anything to you. She asked, why? Because I have a capacity of going across 7 oceans and par all the earth within a blink of an eye. I'll support you. I'll just take you to other place. Don't worry. What he did? He took that parrot, flew away all through the 7 oceans and just kept the parrot in one pit of a tree. Said, okay, are you safe now? Yama is not. If Yama comes out of the temple, you'll not be there. So don't worry, you'll live long. He came within a blink of an eye. When he just came out and entering into the temple, Yama is coming out. Then Garuda asked Yama that, Swami, tell me why you laughed at the parrot while you are going into the temple. Then he said, Garuda, it's a very funny thing, I'll tell you. When I saw that bird, I can sense its future. Generally, no one can go across the ocean within a blink of a second. But its death is written in a pit after all the 7 oceans. It is going to die with a bite of a snake. It is going to become a food for one snake 7 oceans after 7 oceans. I thought like how it will go. A bird cannot fly that longer. I thought how this bird will go and become food to that snake. Remembering that, I got smile. I'm just laughing. I went off. Now he got very bad off. Hey, what I did? Did I protected this bird parrot or did I made it a breakfast for a snake? So the chercha with Yama will be always typical. We wanted to escape from something, but we'll definitely fall in other pit. In escaping one pit, we'll fall in other pit. So Yama, Dharmarajas, like they're wonderful. There are the stories with the same story like with Shani and Parameshwara also. One day Parameshwara got encountered with Shani, it seems. Shani, are you that great? You can just punish everybody. You can just, give all the difficulties to everybody, even to Paramashiva? Yes, Swami, I can give to Paramashiva also. Chalo, I'll see. From today, 7 days, try to catch me. He said, okay. Shani is sitting in his own chair. But Paramashiva just went across all the 7 oceans and all. And he just sit in one small pit and doing some tapas, it seems. For 7 days, he don't have any food and all, everything. Just after 7 days, he came back. Asked Shani, what Shani, you told me that you will catch me up. What happened? You did not come to me. Shani, Swami, I am already there with you. The impact of mine will not be direct. Where you should be in Kailasa. Should be with whom? With all the paricharakas, everybody serving you, praying you, singing about you. Okay? You'll have good food, good enjoyment, everything. You are like Maharaja. But for 7 days, where are you? Out of all the 7 oceans? In a small pit, you are just very uncomfortably sitting without hunger, without food and without water. You suffered a lot. That is Shani dosha. So there are few things like anyone will experience thing whatever you are. You may be a king. You will definitely experience if you need to. So there's a beautiful. There are like small stories which makes us to think more. Yeah, we should accept the reality. Okay, so last one I'll tell you and conclude, Swami. Like I have 4 minutes time. It's a good shloka. Repeat after Swami. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani,
पुनरपि जननी
jathare shayanam,
जठरे शयनम्
iha samsare,
इह संसारे
bahudustare,
बहुदुस्तारे
kripaya pare,
व्यापारे
pahi murare.
पाहि मुरारे
Oh Murare, hey Krishna, Pahi, protect me. From where? Kripaya Pare, please make me give me support to cross this. I wanted to just cross across. I want to come across all these things. Please protect me, Murari. From where you wanted to cross? Iha samsare. From this bond of family. Bahu dustare, which is very difficult to cross, which is very difficult to swim. Why? The life we see how beautiful it is. Punarapi jananam. I'm dying now, again taking birth. Deaths and births are continuous. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. Sleeping in the womb of mother. So again and again I'm experiencing the same life. This life is very easy for us, na? Like we have a lot of excitements, love, compassions, enjoyments, comforts, luxuries. But think about the soul, which is taking birth again and again, which is dying again and again. How bored it might be. Atma might be experiencing more boredom, na? This is one life for us, so we are enjoying. Think about the soul. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare, in the womb, shayanam, iha samsare, bahudustare, kripaya pare, pahi murare. Repeat, Swami. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam, iha samsare bahudustare, kripaya pare pahi murare.
व्यापारे मुरारे
Bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam muramate, samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati dikrai karane. Great, Swami. Today I think Narayan Paji has meeting. 1 minute time, I'll conclude today. So we'll catch up in the next class. Thank you very much for everyone. That's Swami. Thank you. And let us have some questions every week, okay? One question every week.
Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. Thank you
वंदे
very much.
मातरम गुरु गाరు
Vande Mataram. Thank you very
Mataram.
much. Nagasudha Mata, thank you. Vasudha Mata, thank you. Who is iPhone?
It's iPad.
Rahul Ramakrishna, Venkat Ramakrishnan ji, Sai Ram, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
iPhone, who is this iPhone? A hidden scholar. Who is this hidden scholar? Hidden gem. Has it not? Okay, that's okay. Thank you very much, Swami. Shubhadinam. That's Swami. Namaskaram.
Namaskar.